Hey guys, so Capcom has posted their latest sales information on their official Capcom page and the future growth plans, which I thought would be really interesting to talk about.
Yes, especially considering the latest news of Marvel Vs Capcom Infinite not making it to the Evo lineup for this year,
Yeah.
despite being a brand new game.
We'll never see it in Evo, it looks like. So, Capcom will be focusing much more heavy on esports, which is no surprise, of course, especially with the CPT. And they say specifically with the Street Fighter brand. They didn't mention anything about Marvel. And they said they've been working, outside Japan on this esports scene for the past 10 years.
Yeah, and we can see that even in Japan with, the recent success of Evo Japan, that Street Fighter is extremely popular.
Yeah, and Killy actually just came back from Evo Japan. He went there. And he said it was just like crazy there, because he said they're advertising it everywhere, like in train stations and stuff, like Red Bull ads and stuff, and of course the cup noodle. And we saw it was really huge in 2 Evos, man. I mean that's great. With of course Street Fighter 5 is like the main game, so
Yeah,
really
the main event.
So the Capcom CEO said this quote: "We will move forward to promote esports with the full force of our organization." What does that mean, Mir?
Well, this is important, of course, especially for the CPT events. Like the Capcom Pro Tour has been the start of this experience, I guess, and now they're gonna move on to other games as well, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Monster Hunter Esports, right? Speed running. So the next big thing that they said is that their next focus is quality control. Now I know you guys are doing, you're shaking your heads. Well, I'm serious. They wrote this. Quality control. So I'm going to quote the CEO again. He says, "We feel that the quality of our game software is a vital matter, and one with which our entire company must be involved. Not Marvel, just Capcom." And then they said, he said, "Even more so than before, we will strive to create games that delight all of our customers by prioritizing their needs and thoroughly administering strict quality control." What does that mean, Mir?
Yeah, we've seen how that went with Street Fighter 5, and we've seen how that went with Marvel, so...
I mean, they're learning from it, right?
Yeah, I guess they learned the lesson. That's why they have, released this statement.
Yeah, to their shareholders, or stakeholders, I mean, to be more specific, yeah. But, I mean, Capcom has actually been doing really well, Mir, like, really well. Resident Evil 7...
That's true.
They said on their sales thing, they said Resident Evil 7 did really well. Monster Hunter, was it Double Cross, is it called? It did really well. And Ultra Street Fighter 2 for the Switch, they said was a smash hit, which probably means it's coming on the PSN at some point. And then, obviously, Monster Hunter World, Mirror, you've been sinking a lot of hours into that.
Yeah, definitely.
Has shipped
more than 6 million copies as of now, and they also have like celebration packs in game to celebrate the sales. I mean, they're definitely proud of that for sure.
Yeah. Like you said, 6 million units sold as of now, and they said it's the fastest selling game in Capcom's history, their history. That's insane.
I can imagine. I mean, Monster Hunter has always been, this game on portable consoles, and now that's finally, available to everyone.
And they released it the same day as Dragon Ball FighterZ 2, which is interesting as well. Yeah. So. But they said, however, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has had soft sales.
Which is euphemistic language for it didn't sell well at all.
Hey man, they're keeping it, they're keeping it real. So, I mean, like I said, with Marvel vs. Capcom, so with their combination of promoting esports, right, focusing on their own products for quality control and all of that, I mean, this pretty much means there's like no future for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, some people were theorizing about maybe a big patch in the future, kind of like with what happened with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, but I don't know, man. I don't see that happening anytime soon.
That was great.
If ever.
That was great that they released that big patch for Cross Tekken, and it did help. But I mean, ultimately, it didn't revive the game.
Yeah, right? It was just too late.
Yeah, it was slow. And Infinite's been out for a couple months now. I mean, and it's just been sinking downhill, and it just, especially with the involvement of Marvel. I mean, there's been a lot of crazy rumors going around too, guys, on Marvel. There's like rumors around saying that like it was part of Marvel's fault why it wasn't at Evo. I mean, don't quote me on this, but they're just saying that like they didn't want it at Evo just because like they don't want they don't want to promote that game anymore. I mean, there's some tweets with Marvel showing off other Marvel games, and Marvel Vs Capcom Infinite is not even there. They just want to forget about it, man. And it's kind of like they don't want to show it at EVO because they don't want to see any bad talk about it, right?
Yeah, at this point, it's really clear that Capcom has serious issues working with Marvel, just because even looking at the past, I mean, Marvel 3 was rushed, Ultimate was rushed, MVCI clearly rushed as well.
Yeah.
They probably cannot meet the deadlines.
Yeah. It sucks, man. Like I said, Marvel Vs Capcom 2 is like one of my all-time, if not my all-time favorite fighting game. It's what got me into fighting games. And just to see that history from there to now is just, it really sucks, man. But like, what can you do? I mean, you think if they released like the X-Men characters or whatever, Mir, like you think that would save the game?
I mean, it would have helped to have them at release, but I don't think it's reason enough to keep the game afloat. I mean, a good roster can't be the only thing.
Yeah. Especially
when there's so many other shortcomings, like, you know, the graphics and even the gameplay in certain cases.
Yeah, and like Cross Tekken had like one of the best fighting game rosters ever. So roster definitely wasn't an issue. I guess they had a lot of DLC characters. The roster was a little too crazy because of the whole DLC controversy. Man, that game had a lot of issues going for it too. But yeah,
that's true.
Infinite, man. I mean, everything that's been said has been said about this game, and just with Capcom giving their forecast now and what they're focusing on, Marvel just does not fit in that category now anymore, right? Like, what's the point of them focusing on another fighting game when they have Street Fighter V? AE is doing really well, and they still haven't announced this CPT yet, but they said they're going to announce it real soon, actually. Like their forecast on and the prize pool and all that. So we know it's coming up soon. The first CPT event I think is March with final round, and at the end of March will be NorCal Regionals. So CPT is going to be huge, man. Then of course, like you said, we have 2 Evils. So yeah, I just don't know where Marvel fits in this, and all the past tournaments of Marvel have just been dead. So
yeah, it definitely is looking grim for Marvel's future. I mean, we might as well write something on the gravestone and let it die, man.
Oh, another thing I forgot to mention too, it's confirmed that MVCI will not be part of the CPT. I mean, it's no surprise. Yeah. It wasn't.
Yeah, that's the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, it's a final nail in the coffin, honestly. I don't even think it's a nail, man. I'm just throwing more dirt on it, like a hill of dirt. So it's it's crazy. I mean, if you think about it, Capcom could have helped it, man. They could have put it on those Capcom streams. They could have helped promote it. It's almost like they wanted it to die at some point, you know? It's crazy.
Yeah, it seems like Capcom realized the mistake they made. I mean, maybe they, like we said, maybe the deadlines or whatever, just the game wasn't up to par, and now they don't want to have anything to do with it anymore.
But it's not going to hurt them anyways, because like I said, they have their esports is doing so well right now. They're going to have esports in the future for Olympics, right?
Yeah.
They
at least they're aiming for that.
Yeah, they're aiming for it. They're aiming for it, right? And then with the whole esports licensing thing going down in Japan right now, they can focus on their own country too, and the tournaments there as well. EVO Japan has already proved they've done really well. So, I mean, it's really good. So they got Street Fighter V for the fighting game part. That's on lockdown with AE, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And then Monster Hunter World right now is doing really well. And then down the line, we got E3 coming up. I mean, we have Mega Man 11. Yeah. We have rumors on Devil May Cry 5. We have, they're going to probably announce another Resident Evil title, either Resident Evil 8 or Remake 2. So, I mean, I think Capcom's just, there's just no room for
Capcom has a lot of IPs, that's for sure, and that will definitely help, you know, the company stay afloat. It's just unfortunate, you know, the Marvel's legacy will end like this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of sad, I guess.
It is sad. It really is sad, man. With, like, you know, all the memes and jokes aside, I mean, it is sad. And especially when you know, like, at some point that it's going to fail, you know.
Maybe they'll resurrect one of the other Versus games. Maybe we'll have that for the Marvel fans.
That's true. Like, I mean, if they keep doing well, they can keep taking more risks, right? So hopefully they improve their communication as well too. Hopefully that's part of the quality control.
and patch
listening too.
And patch notes especially, like write them in a comprehensible language.
That's true. Communication. But yeah, guys, just wanted to share this information from you, and I just want to know what your guys' thoughts on this whole thing. What kind of Capcom IPs you guys would like to see in the future, and how they basically their whole process of making games and stuff. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and of course like the video. It helps out, guys, and maybe we'll make some more videos like this in the future. So till then, guys, take care.